Buenas, Micronesia. My name is Lonnie the lesbian.
And I'm Johnny Rosario.
She's not a lesbian. It's my I'm Troy Torres. Welcome to our studios in Tumon. Today is September 4th. 3rd? Today's
3rd.
September 3rd. It is Tuesday. I'm sorry about my raspy voice. I'm taking doctor's orders and not smoking. But we were not going to come on tonight. However, we have an exclusive statement from Congressman Michael Nicholas. Can we get his picture up?
Yes, sir. All right.
For immediate release, Nicholas responds to allegations. I would like to thank the people of Guam for their patience and support during this process. Due to the Labor Day weekend and my return from visiting troops overseas on Sunday, we required additional time to consult with federal agents. Now, this is the first time Johnny's hearing this as well, so I'm
excited.
Look out for her facial reactions, because this one is a doozy. These allegations are stemming from a number of various local government officials who are currently under an active FBI investigation that was initiated in December and January. During this period, my office was contacted and threatened to take certain actions in order to avoid political attacks. We refused, and I immediately engaged the FBI. The investigation is ongoing, to include the recent actions taken against me and my family these past several days. As to the nature of the recent allegations in local media, my office maintains absolute professionalism, and we welcome any formal complaints to be filed as we trust the outcome of the federal due process system will reveal that none of these have any basis. Local politics is dirty. We trust the federal system and welcome anyone who wishes to engage us on those terms. We remain focused on our work to include the planned introduction of Organic Act amendments, which we believe further precipitated these attacks. We will not be deterred by dirty local politics. We serve the people, and we will never sway from the work that we need to do to strengthen our island. My family and I and my staff and their families are not only solid in the face of this, but absolute resolute to continue the mission the people of Guam have entrusted us with to build a responsible Guam. God bless Guam. God bless America. These words from Congressman Mike St. Nicholas. So I told Johnny, I told her before that. So we just got this 20 minutes ago, and she was like, Chelo, let me see what he said. I said, no, Chelo, I want to see what your reaction is. Because she was like, did he say that it wasn't true? I said, oh, Chelo, it's beyond that now. And so Mike had an ace up his damn sleeve. And I didn't see this coming at all.
I knew it.
So now, we don't know what the details are. But according to our congressman,
I don't care.
There's a federal investigation that's been underway since December or January involving some of the people who are involved with this. We don't know who. Many in the media have surmised over the past couple of days.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of talk today on talk radio.
I was listening.
I listened to some. I wasn't awake for the morning shows.
I made some comments
On
K57.
On the Facebook?
Yeah, on the Facebook. I was yelling at the TV.
My grandma, Chelu. My grandma used to yell at the TV.
I was yelling at the TV.
Whenever the Indians were trying to kill the cowboys.
There was a comment made by, I believe that was Andrea. I can't quote her exactly, but she's saying, oh, because this is coming from John Paul, and I know him, and he's a pretty stand-up guy, and he's a fucking political strategist.
So
he ran Michael St. Nicholas's campaign. I don't give a two shits, okay? If the accusations came from the Pope himself.
That's what you wrote, right?
That's what I wrote. Where is the federal complaints? Where are any of these complaints? And Troy, remember, when you filed a complaint with the GEC, it wasn't just through the media. You filed the complaint. And what did they tell you? They weren't going to investigate Jadine Tuncap. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
But today, Maria Pangilinan wants to insist they can just say whatever. They can start the investigation just by the media.
Wait, Maria Pangilinan?
Yes, bro.
Hey, what the fuck?
That I didn't send any of this to you because I know you didn't want the politics to get in your head about Mike St. Nicholas, but my whole day was in this. Then here's fucking Romeo messaging us last night. Oh, he's gonna step away because Carlo Branch is involved and da-da-da-da-da. And then today I fucking see him all over.
Damn.
You gotta choose what side of the fence you're fucking on.
Damn. Jesus. Thank you, Congressman. I got your message. Thank you. We're gonna let this breathe in a little bit. Our phone number is 922-6397.
No, Kandit received something today.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to
Okay,
hear that.
I want everybody to
This will
hear
be my
this.
first time hearing this now.
Wait, I forgot my passcode on my phone. Thanks, Michael St. Nicholas. Okay, I got it. Kandit received this today. This is going back to a post from Congressman St. Nicholas and the soldiers that he went to visit. Tonight, we apologize on behalf of John Paul Manuel and all of his fellow political strategists who took part in this weekend's character assassination against Congressman Michael Nicholas. We apologize because they trampled all over what was undoubtedly a proud moment of these soldiers and their families to launch their political operation. While the political operatives laughed all weekend about the humiliation they brought upon the congressman and his family, there were other victims of this attack. The proud men and women serving our island and country, whose photo was displayed as a tribute to them. Today, we received a message followed up by a call from a heartbroken family member. They wrote, quote, "I was so happy to see his photo with the congressman. This was the first time I had seen him in a photo since he was deployed. I was reading through the comments and all of a sudden I saw what they were writing. At first, I had to call my daughter-in-law to make sure everything was okay because I was confused. I thought they meant my son had done something wrong. Then when I realized it had nothing to do with him or the others, I became angry. I couldn't even share that post with my family and friends because of the stuff they wrote in there. Is nothing sacred? Do you not understand the sacrifices our family make? Do they even think of that? Why couldn't they have chosen something else to air their dirty laundry? Why ruin such a special moment for us? I want to know who is responsible for doing that besides Mr. Manuel and his senator. Who else? What is between them and the congressman should be handled between them. Post it somewhere else. Maybe just on your own damn page. But you have disrespected my loved one and the others who ironically are fighting for their freedom, for the very freedom that gives you the right to be a selfish ass. Shame on all of them who are a part of disrespecting my loved one's sacrifice."
We should send that to the congressman. Yeah.
So I just want to let's talk about when you made your complaint. You even you wrote a letter to the Guam election. Troy, I'm with, when you did all of these, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. By my side. By my side.
But also with this, what if that was my son in those pictures? What if that was your son in those pictures?
Yeah.
All of this hoopla, having an affair, up the ass, all of that. You know what? Our governor, Leon Guerrero, has proven her insufficiencies in helping the people of Guam. She's ran away from us, asking questions. Why do these rich people get their taxes silenced? They don't have to pay, or they only have to pay a fraction of it, and then they get major contracts. She has not helped the children who can't afford uniforms.
And now she's going to try to bring down the one guy who's trying to help.
No, even if she's not even the one trying to bring him down. She has proven to the people of Guam, where the fuck? And then they're going to go on air and they're going to say, well, what did she say about him today?
What did she say? She was live today about that?
Oh, she made sure she called into the fucking Patio Royal show.
What did she say?
Even her, Robert Underwood.
What did Lou say? Oh, I'm sorry, the governor. What did the governor say?
Governor said, I just want to apologize. I don't mean to disrespect anybody, especially the congressman. I wanted this, but I'm angry. I'm angry because of the bullshit.
Hey, imagine how the congressman feels. He's
The
got to
families,
be
the
angry.
wife. Imagine even John Paul's edits. He wrote his comment, and then he wants to edit it and put someone's husband's name there. That man, that husband,
It's serviceman, right?
He is a veteran. You just shamed him. You think this is a joke? People's lives are in danger.
What's shameful is the political conduct. It's this kind of
I
conduct
hope
has
the
been
feds.
going on.
I hope the feds come in there and fucking chew some ass. I hope they freaking worry if they dot their I and cross their T's.
So the congressman
But I
welcomes.
knew this from the get-go. Even the person that came here telling me we need to move on this and get JP on our show. Fuck you.
So the congressman talked about how he welcomes any federal complaint to be filed anywhere, and so that's a thing from was this 4 days ago or something. Well, we kept asking is okay if
I even cracked a joke.
If JP has this, then
Call,
where's the
call
federal
JP over
complaint?
here. We'll help him. We know how to file those complaints. Get your ass over here. Let's do this, buddy.
Yeah, we're good at writing it. I can't believe Maria Pangilinan said that. She was really saying that they're going to investigate something without even a written complaint? What kind of double standard is that? That's a fucking double standard if I've ever heard one.
You know, we make fun of people all the time.
All the time.
We when we find things that are inappropriate, we let everybody know.
Mm-hmm.
People and yes, people when they come here and they make complaints about the police department, about the government, we help them right if they want. We have to. How do we do it? We filter it, right? Because we can't. Yes, we try to listen to everybody as much as we can, and if there's a way that we can help them, we help them. Mm-hmm. And it's not even about money. Not one person has paid us to help them write a complaint against the police department or anybody.
It's about justice.
Nobody's paying us. We don't have no contract anywhere. But let me repeat this. They tried to get us Kandit on Saturday or Friday. Saturday? A sense of urgency, okay? But of course, I went with my gut. You need to get him on here because Patty really wants him on Tuesday on their show and KYM and Potlu. If he has no proof and there is no complaint filed, because we can even help you file those complaints, then Kandit is open. But if you're just going to say, because I want him to come clean, you're out of your goddamn mind.
So, preceding all of that, there were offers from the Democratic Party for Kandit News to be paid through private funds, so that and the words used were, we don't want you guys to curtail your news. We want to be able to get together and do good things for the people of Guam. And we never followed up on that because, man, this news agency was built literally from the bottom up. Literally from the bottom up when we had nothing.
When you were fighting for your life.
Fighting for my own life. Fighting for Johnny's life. And Kandit's not for sale. I'm sorry. It ain't for sale. We are the owners of this news agency along with our
fans.
Our sweaty friend Carlos Pangilinan.
No, but also our followers and our fans.
Yes.
They own Kandit. The
you
people
guys,
of Guam.
You guys
the
own
99.
us. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We are yours. And we are very proud to have brought you the Congressman's statement on this. Well, we're excited about this federal investigation. I want to know more about this federal investigation.
Here, I just received, because I stopped looking, because I'm so angry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, Maria Pangilinan said, when things are brought to our attention, including the media, we take a look at campaign reports again.
Jesus Christ.
They're lying because Troy made a complaint. And they snubbed Troy and said they weren't going to look into it.
They're full of shit. It was because one of their own board members was the subject of that complaint.
Mm-hmm.
Jadine Cunt Horton Cap. I miss that girl.
So this is Pacific News Center, and this is written by, or I can't tell who wrote it, but this is my favorite. Jesse Mendiola.
I love that guy.
I would surmise that this whole scandal will completely backfire on the Democrats. Jesse's just like us. thus causing them to lose the majority on the next senatorial election and perhaps even as far as 2022. For the
You said that before, Chelu.
gubernatorial
excited.
gubernatorial race. Their little hissy fits will ultimately be their demise.
Yeah.
I am completely ashamed with our leaders. Did you know that most of the radio today, they spent how many hours talking about shoulda, coulda, wouldas? Nobody ever talked about a complaint filed. Nobody talked about the wife, the husband, the children, the soldiers.
It's shameful, Chelu. You know, we talk about some trashy stuff sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Those people fucking deserved it. They did some bad stuff, and they deserved it. But what we will not do is lower ourselves to be part of a political plot.
Oh, and they try hard. They tried hard. I got messages
My
trying to
goodness.
bait us with John Moffness.
Fuck that guy too.
Oh, did you know he's working with John Moffness? Whoa, that guy sounds like he's a busy motherfucker because apparently he's working for everybody, Cello. And then when Troy didn't bite with that, oh, if Carlo Branch is behind this, I'm gonna walk away from them. Let me remind you of something, guy. They didn't call you because they're your friends. They used you and you fell for it.
Let me because we have a live audience and maybe people might have just tuned in. Could you
I'll
do me a
read it.
favor and read? Yeah, because I sound like a damn lesbian.
Johnny, you got that letter posted already? And I'll put it on the screen.
I believe one
I'm
of our
going
people.
to yes. Did you
posted
already?
it.
Did you already forward it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, this a friendly reminder that the point did not jump on this either.
Yeah, not until tomorrow because
And-
Ray's not here.
And to be fair, I think the Pacific Daily. No, Ray is here. He came this morning. I think the Pacific Daily News also did not cover this story. Also did not pay any attention to the hoopla.
Great.
So just to be fair, even though we like to tease about how fat and ugly Rendrati Celisum Tiaco is, not that I had to say that over again. I just.
So did you read the beginning of that?
No, because that's not for release. That's yeah.
Oh no, I'm
That's just
saying
for
did
us to-
you?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Okay. At 10:58 p.m., Kandit received a exclusive message from.
Oh, that's 10:58.
Yes.
Oh no, that's when I forwarded it.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Let me get the right time. At 10:15 p.m.
Yeah.
For immediate release, Seneclis responds to allegations. I would like to thank the people of Guam for their patience and support during this process. Due to the Labor Day weekend and my return from visiting troops overseas on Sunday, we required additional time to consult with federal agents. These allegations are stemming from a number of various local government officials who are currently under an active FBI investigation that was initiated in December or January. During this period, my office was contacted and threatened to take certain actions in order to avoid political attacks. We refused, and I immediately engaged the FBI. The investigation is ongoing to include the recent actions taken against me and my family these past several days. As to the nature of the recent allegations in local media, my office maintains absolute professionalism, and we welcome any formal complaints to be filed as we trust the outcome of the federal due process system will reveal that none of these have any basis. Local politics is dirty. We trust the federal system and welcome anyone who wishes to engage us on those terms. We remain focused on our work to include the planned introduction of Organic Act amendments, which we believe further precipitated. I don't know why I'm tongue twisted. These attacks. We will not be deterred by local dirty politics or dirty local politics. We serve the people and we will never sway away from the work that we need to do to strengthen our island. My family and I and my staff and their families are not only solid in the face of this, but absolutely resolute to continue the mission the people of Guam have entrusted us with to build a responsible Guam. God bless Guam. God bless America.
Karita Selji says they were trying to buy your silence and your allegiance. Mike Rosansky said, if Clinton can get a blowjob, so can MSN. I love that guy. Mike Rosansky says, can I buy Kandit? I'll make sure it never sells out. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. And you know what? You are bought into Kandit. You're one of us. We're all, this is about the truth. Hey, thanks, guys. We have special guests in studio.
They just brought us food because we're fat.
They were here when the congressman messaged. They were about to leave, and we're like, "Oh, you guys want to stay for this?" They're like, "We're gonna go get food for us." Thank you, guys. So, call us if you'd like to discuss this at 922-6397. That's 922 News. If you have anything to say about this. David Lebowski says there is a correlation between Johnny's blood pressure going up and an increase in viewers. Great work, guys.
I just want to say something to the congressman. On behalf of my family, on behalf of Kandit, we stand by you. We will pray for strength for your family and your staff. Yeah.
Yeah, his staff must be going through. I forgot about that. His staff must be going through something.
Trust me, Chelo.
Well.
When you're stressed out, imagine what we go through, bro. Me,
She's
Eric,
lying.
Josh. I am not
They're
lying.
lying.
I'm not.
I am a very nice
I'm not.
person. So, earlier today, so way before we got this news from the congressman, so I went to the doctor. I saw the doctor today. I had bronchitis, blah blah blah, right? And then I started to get on a pedestal about this whole Mike Nicholas thing, and I was like, you know what pisses me off about this whole thing is how just obvious the Democrats are being, trying to take advantage of this opportunity that they couldn't even wait one freaking day to start with their love of themselves. And so our friend just told Johnny, I want you to be fat. That's how those are best fucking friends. The kind that wants you to be fat. I wish for every skinny person to be fat.
And ugly. I want you to but I can't have ugly friends.
Are you guys leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Okay, we love you.
I wish I didn't have to ever go, but you know,
Okay.
I
We'll
think
call
it's
you when-
illegal if I just leave them.
We'll call you when that guy calls.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot my purpose here. Can you
Okay.
Yeah. Both of them.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Love you.
And if they both want to do it, shit, I'm here too.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Drive safe.
Make sure you eat it all. Joy don't eat her food.
So, we were talking today about how, the fucking political body ain't even cold in the grave, and Speaker Tina Munya Barnes is already, we're gonna pass war claims, local. Like, hey, you couldn't even get it done when you promised that you would on July 21st. You didn't even put it in the budget. And now that the congressman is running into some problems made by your own party, all of a sudden you're gonna champion war claims. Hey, sit down. Sit the fuck down. because the congressman's got it. HR 1365 is in the Senate, and no thanks to the governor.
Did
to the
this
speaker.
administration think that if shit fails?
Oh, they're gonna blame him.
No, I'm sorry. Our people aren't as dumb as they think we are.
They think we're dumb.
But we will not blame him.
Yep.
They are the ones who's acting like a spoiled child in the store whose mom said, you cannot buy that candy today. Mommy only has $2 to buy eggs. I mean, $3.69 to buy eggs. Because that's how much a carton of eggs is here.
At American Grocery, it's $1.99. Just
Yeah,
so you know.
well,
Don't go to Payless.
Yeah, I know. But $3.69 all mommy has. Mommy can't. We need to buy eggs to feed all of us. I cannot buy you that candy. And the kid throws himself on the ground and starts screaming. That's how they are.
Or a Care Bear. At
Or for a Care Bear at
Gibson's
Gibson's.
department store.
I would have pinched you. I would have kicked you.
My dad almost beat me up that day. So, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
And they're thinking that people won't see that tantrum.
The people that if you honestly go through all these networks, their comments, the comment section, there are more. They're the only people supporting this political hit are
Are fake
trolls,
ones, yeah.
are fake accounts.
But that's probably what's pissing them off more.
Everybody else, they see right through the bullshit.
The common people.
Yep.
Or as Brad McCready says, the commoners. So, it wasn't just Senator or Speaker Tina Munoz Barnes who jumped on the attack wagon or tried to take advantage of a situation. All of a sudden, Senator Regine Bisco-Lee is concerned about the minimum wage. All of a sudden. Mm-hmm. Cello, were you able to? I know we rushed this. We weren't supposed to have a show tonight, but earlier today I emailed you that thing. Were you able to load it up, or we can?
Yes, I got the minimum wage hike.
Can we plaster that on the screen? So let's review this together. Sorry, that's my puppy. She's cold.
Oh, and then I want to say, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
tell you when I shut off the TV because I couldn't take it anymore.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
When they said, "Oh, so when he resigns,
What?
yeah, who's gonna be next?"
Who said that?
Andrea, the Andrea show, bro.
Andrea said that?
Yes,
Maybe it's more like
a question.
a question. Than,
But even though, why are we going there? A complaint wasn't even filed.
well, I think the bigger thing is we hadn't heard Congressman C. Nicholas's side of the story yet.
Yeah, and they kept saying, "Oh, we're waiting for him. We're waiting for him. It's been 4 days. Oh, they're counting the days, boy. Yeah, you count those days."
Hey, I don't mean to sound a little selfish or greedy here, little man. I'm greedy. Mm-hmm. But you can find the congressman's response on Candid News. So this is from Senator Regine Lee, released today. Minimum wage hike ready for floor. All of a sudden, they're concerned about the minimum wage after we've been asking for months about what they're going to do with Senator Joseph Augustine's bill. Just one day, Cello, can you do it, please? Because I'm.
Just one day after Guam and the nation celebrated Labor Day, a holiday dictated, and they probably planned that.
The Labor Day thing,
Yeah.
that really
It's
is
all
John
planned out.
Hopkins.
Just one day after Guam and the nation celebrated Labor Day, a holiday dedicated to working people, the Guam Legislature's Committee on Labor favorably reported out Senator Joseph Augustine's measure to raise the minimum wage. The measure, introduced as Bill number 1365-35, proposes to incrementally raise Guam's minimum wage from $8.25 to $9.25 over 2 years. The first 50-cent increase will take effect in March of 2020, with the second and final 50-cent increase taking effect in March of 2021. Quote, Guam workers need a raise, and I am proud that the Committee on Labor could prepare this bill for the floor, said Senator Regine Bisco Lee. Every Democrat senator stood with Senator San Augustine and co-sponsored this bill, but I know that we must do more to help working people get ahead. No, really. According to research conducted after Guam increased its minimum wage to $8.25 in 2015, 65% of the surveyed businesses did not reduce employee hours to compensate for the increased pay. And 75% of the businesses did not reduce their number of employees. Now that the required committee report has been filed, the bill can be considered at the next available legislative session.
Why did it take so freaking long?
We
for
did the
this
interview
bill?
with Joe San Augustine.
Months ago.
Yes.
What month was that? Was that like March or something?
Yeah, it was early.
It was a long time ago that this bill had its hearing, and only now this bill is going to be heard. What was taking Senator Regine
They waited for
Bisco
labor.
so long?
They waited for the Labor Day.
Hey, but you know, the people making minimum wage can't wait that long.
No, but wait. They waited for Labor Day. Just like, wasn't John Moffness involved in the Tenorio campaign?
Yeah.
Just like the Tamika Nauta murder. They were holding right before elections so Tenorio can get credit for that. Same kind of strategist here.
This is such bullshit. You know, there's people throughout this island who only make minimum wage. Tens of thousands of people, and they have families to support, and to hold something like that in abeyance so that you can make a political cheap shot like that is so shameful.
Yep.
And to use to strategize this whole Mike Nicholas thing, to use that as your backdrop, to use a political funeral to make your own political resurrection from the dead because Regine Lee was going down because of her actions as of late, her actions with war claims. To do that while people are suffering out there. And what is it? The minimum wage is only increasing from $8.25 to
$9.25.
$9.25? What kind of bullshit is that? You know damn well, you Democrats in the legislature, you Republicans too, you know damn well that ain't gonna feed no family. And that's what you have to, and this whole political BS, this politics of destruction, I think is what one of our friends called it.
I don't know what I did. Sorry, Cello.
It's okay, we don't need it. This whole politics of destruction thing has been around for as long as I've known. It's been around since I've been involved in politics. I can't tell you, I don't have an eyewitness account of things before my involvement, but I believe it's been around for a very long time before my involvement. But I remember in 1994, in the Franken Simon versus Tanaka Brooks primary, and then it was Regis Nelson versus Gutierrez Berdalio. Things were nasty between Franken Simon and Tanaka Brooks. All kinds of allegations back and forth. And it was a lot of the political operatives involved then have since moved on. They're no longer a part of the game, right?
Yeah. Robert Underwood and Madeline Berdalio need to take the lead on that. Follow them. Retire already.
So that was probably the second most nasty campaign in Guam history. It was the 1994 election. There was even
I don't remember. I was 14.
Senator Gutierrez, his car got shot at. There were allegations of not just affairs but rapes. There was Governor Adder, I remember, he made this commercial in support of Gutierrez but didn't want it to run, and then the Gutierrez campaign ended up running it like 3 days before the general election. It was a very nasty camp. There was all this talk about, Tommy Tanaka is Japanese and we don't need a Jap to be the governor, or there were affairs here, affairs there. It was dirty. And so, the 1998 election was dirty too. Then there's 2002, and many of the people who are now involved in this political strategy, blah, 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 got their start in 2002, which was the dirtiest election in Guam history. Dirty. And it was Unpinko Calvo versus, Camacho Moylan in the primary, and Jerry Gutierrez with General Paulino versus Underwood Ada. Oh man, it would take, it would take hours for us to go through all of the dirty stuff that happened in that campaign. But suffice it to state, and not only that was when Guam graduated into a new low. It wasn't just the candidates' families who were being exposed. It was the political operatives' families, the staff. They were exposing each other, and it was really bad. A lot of lies went back and forth. Affairs and rumors about murders and all this stuff, and all it ever was this underground seedy shit. So what's happening to Congressman Mike St. Nicholas ain't new to these political strategists on Guam, but what is new is the times and how much the people of Guam are tired of this kind of thing. Hey, who cares? No one cares about affairs. And I think why no one cares about it? Because everyone's smart enough to know that if you're gonna, what's the saying in the Bible? If you're gonna pick the splinter from my eye, you need to take the log out of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Or don't throw rocks when you're in a glass house, or what is that one?
Don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we got that wrong, but it's something like that.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Or what's the Chamorro saying when they said?
Chalananamu. That's the best Chamorro saying.
What's the Palawan, bro? What's the Palawan?
What's the Ukiya dalam, or what? Agigiya dalam. I think my Auntie Linda is gonna wash my mouth out with soap. But what is that one in Chamorro?
I don't know. I forgot.
My favorite one in Chamorro is the one that translates into, I gave you life so I can take it away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I made you.
Oh shit. They got me this?
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite.
I know, Cello.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. All right. I got a comment. Fucking Regine, shut the fuck up. I'm not making that up. That's an actual comment. And then, hold on. That's my puppy. She's spoiled.
For whatever reason, in my head, I feel like the feds come in and just swoop and save the day.
God, I
it's
hope
so
so.
sad.
Did you hear in Congressman St. Nicholas's his own post? Local politics is just so dirty. Thank goodness for the federal system.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, that's how I feel too.
I feel that way too, Cello.
Thank goodness for the federal system. Hey, if it weren't for the federal system, we may not have made it out of that parking garage at the Micronesia Mall that night.
And people of Guam should be afraid. What are they? They marched yesterday for self-determination.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at either stay at status quo, statehood, or independence. People,
No.
what?
Statehood, Free Association, or Independence. They don't even talk about status quo. Don't
Okay.
even talk about it.
Whichever one there where Guam's going to govern itself, people of Guam better be afraid of these people that are in there now. Because they're really not going to give a fuck about you.
Nope. Valerie Cruz says, the governor was asked this morning on Patty's show about what would happen if Congressman Mike was to be taken out of office. And her response was, we might have to do a re-election for congressman, or she might even have to appoint one. Like, what the fuck? At least let him defend himself first before jumping to say have a re-election or appointing another congressman.
They're too fast, Troy. They're too fast.
Just like the CC.
She couldn't
right?
say, I want to speak with our congressman first. She couldn't even say that while her husband's there getting drunk, flirting with all the women over there, groping them.
Brad Hewitt says, Not just politics, but thank goodness for the federal system for every aspect of life on the island. Brad, I agree with you. John Salas says, the people of Guam next election, we got to take these clown senators that only work for themselves and their immediate family members out. Vote them out. Fight back, people of Guam. Mm-hmm. My cousin Shelly Gibson says something that my grandma said all the time, and I think her grandma said all the time too. Son of a bitchy. She says, Troy, Johnny, those guys are amateurs. Mm-hmm. The political strategists behind this. You know what? You know what I hate the most about this whole political intrigue is the time it wastes. Oh, sorry, Cello.
No, don't worry.
Oh, okay. The time it wastes. Everybody's time, the congressman's time.
That's why I didn't message you about any of it today while I was screaming at, you know me. Because I didn't want to get yelled at by you saying that I'm wasting your time. You know?
I wish you told me about the Maria Pangilinan thing.
I just figured that you didn't want to hear about it, you know?
I'm going to fucking call this GEC tomorrow and be like, what the fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
How
They're
is it
lying,
that you're
guys.
Gonna jump on that and you're not going to jump on actual criminal allegations? Like, we even put the code, like everything in the code that Jadine Suncap violated with Ray Tenorio and Eddie Calvo, and they're not going to investigate it. Fuck that.
Well, at least other people are investigating it.
Thank goodness. Hi, Dr. McNinch. Hi, Guahusi Juanita, Familian Issa J. Rivera, who says, Biba, Congressman Mike, when they go low, we go high. Mm-hmm. Carita Selji says, those folios were at that self-determination march. Self-determination, smell-determination, fake sincerity, and even more fake concern about sustaining our future. Brad Hewitt says, that march was for every leftist cause available. Group of radical. I can't stop laughing.
The march was for every leftist cause available. Group of radical extremists gaggled together on Labor Day. Typical socialist gathering to celebrate socialism.
What does Lynn Richards say?
And little Lou LG picked loser ex-Babauta again over what the Guam public voted. Right.
Yeah.
Because he was working for Madeline, right?
Well, let's make one thing clear. Let's parse the politics of this. Congressman Mike St. Nicholas politically won a huge victory with this whole war claims thing. The Leon Guerrero administration, Speaker Tina Munoz-Barnes, Senator Regine Lee couldn't stand it. They had to attack him at every possibility that they had, every opportunity that they had to attack Congressman Mike St. Nicholas, then they lost. Now, who was supposed to have coordinated all of that? Tony Babauta at the governor's office, Carlo Branch at the Guam legislature. And it failed miserably with how many different operatives they have in how many Democrat offices, in the budget of the legislature. Their third quarter staffing pattern ain't even up. So we question who's working there. All the people who work at the governor's office at all those high-paid salaries they're making more than principals and vice principals of our schools. All the smart people that are there, and they couldn't win this issue. War claims. Now, if I were the governor, I would be pretty fucking pissed at Tony Babauta. I'd be like, how?
Well, rumor has it that Carlo Branch is over at the ministry he's no longer. But I don't know if it's a rumor or what. But he's supposed to be in Adaloop cleaning house. I don't know what he's supposed to clean if he's the one causing all of these
Well, I'll tell you this much.
issues.
If this was
And
Carlo's
Regine is
first
supposed
move,
to be hiring John Moffness to help her because Carlo's not there to text her to say what she needs to say in the hearings.
if this was Carlo's first move for the governor, if I were the governor, I'd be pretty pissed because now she's in an even bigger shithole than she was. You have to understand, when you take risks in politics, you gotta expose yourself too. you know, and you gotta go for the fucking gusto. You don't try to do your stupid
And think he's just gonna.
strategy.
What did they say? We just want him to come clean. Oh no, you guys! This is a man who eats, breathes Guam and their people.
Carita Zelji says, "Stay strong, Congressman Michael F. Houston Nicholas, Guam. He was tagging him. You make our Chamorro ancestors and Guam residents proud. Let the darkness fall to the side. Your light brings hope for those of us who truly want what is best for our beloved Guam." Alicia Kanata asked, "What is the deal, Romeo?" So what is the deal, Romeo? Issa J. Rivera says, "Why is Maria Pangilinan still there?" Hey, Ren. This is Mike's cousin. Ren's kids.
Hi, Doc.
Sorry, I can't see everyone's comments because we're live and it won't let me go all the way and see everything, but I don't have anything else here.
I don't.
Let's see.
Amy.
Oh, yeah. Shit, here.
And we get the Kandit stickers, please, and show them. We have stickers. You guys can come to the office, coordinate with Troy or me or Prim. If you guys want to buy stickers, Kandit stickers.
Did you come up with our promo?
No, not yet. I will figure out a promo so we can give away some things. We are actually trying to help Amy and Chaffee. Chaffee's is everyone's godson, guys. That is for a fundraiser September 14 at Buddy's Billiards.
Everyone remembers Buddy's, right? Everyone had at least one baby from Buddy's.
I got into a couple fights there. There was this. Oh, there's our sticker, Kandit sticker.
It's one sticker. Right.
I believe it's $2 each. And then the light bulb. So just coordinate with us if you want to help Amy out and help Kandit out with Kandit's godson.
Oh, look at that light on Mike's and Nicholas. Look at that Kandit light. Look at that. Very nice.
Was that medical fundraiser you want to talk about, or
What medical fundraiser?
for Ace Adida?
We have a medical fundraiser, Troy?
Yes. I'm sorry, can you load that on cello, please?
Medical fundraiser Ace Cepeda, September 6, 2019 at Franny's Lounge in Manila.
Oh, I haven't been there in forever.
Friday, 6 to 10. It's a medical fundraiser for a baby, guys. So if you're in the area, or if you can, or there's no phone number, maybe you'll find it on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you want to donate. Oh, sweet baby. Ace Cepeda. Anything else?
Yes. Candid News said Johnny is all of us. Rosalind and Michael Cruz say, Little Lou LG. Oh, Richard, that's catching on. Little Lou LG didn't even defend Congressman St. Nicholas. All she could say is a re-election because hidden agenda and I.
Yeah, I said that she didn't even at least defend him or give him a chance. Straight up re-election.
Bert Salas Sebastian says, I guess they really do need to come clean because they are too Kalakis. And then Mike Rosansky said, medical fundraiser for some of the senators because they hurt their pussy.
Or JP Manuel, whose butt hurt. Thank you, Congressman, for all that you do for Guam, for all of the people, and we will. You know what, senators? Why don't you try giving out cotton candy. Because people remember that. I remember living in Jigo. This is when I just got sober. And my friend, very good friend of mine, comes over and asked me to take Johnny Girl and Josh because Senator Siniclis is giving away cotton candy at the baseball field. So if you go back, I'm pretty sure if you go back on his page, my kids will be there because he and I was down and out at the time. I couldn't even get school supplies for my kids. And when my friend came and said she was going to take them and it's free, of course I'm going to let them go.
Yeah.
You know?
And they were happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And just
I
that
remember
little.
because I came back and I was like, I just came from Mike's thing and he has cotton candy. He was, I know, Cello, the kids got some.
Yeah. So, senators should start giving away cotton candy because people like us will remember that.
Don't give away shit, senators, because we know you're stingy as fuck. You won't even give the taxpayers money to Medicaid. You'd rather give it to all your corrupt-ass contractors. Don't worry, we know. We're not stupid. And now you've just pissed us off and made us want to, dig in even more.
To the contract that Regine might be hiring John Moffness. Yeah, and we need to check if we need to ask for the legislature for the new
The
staffing pattern to see if it's true about Carlo Branch going over to the governor's office.
Yeah. Carita says, did anyone ever really work for Bordallo? Bordallo did nothing, and apparently neither did her team, at least not for the people of Guam. Senator Amanda Shelton worked for Madeline Bordallo. Governor's Deputy Chief of Staff, John Jr. Calvo, worked for Madeline Bordallo.
So did Tony Babalta.
Tony Babalta, yes, he's another one. And I think that's Senator Regine Lee said she spent 5 years in Washington, D.C.
That was the dumbest statement
getting-
someone has ever made.
She was getting Madeline Bordallo's hairspray for her, There's no Jerry's here. They cannot buy Rave number 5 in Guam anymore. But in Washington, D.C., at Walmart, I think that's where Regine went to get Congresswoman Bordallo's Rave and pomade. Mike says, love you, Johnny and Troy. You both are super awesome. And one love to the camera crew. Cello?
Ali.
Ali. All right, you guys. We love you. Hi, Josh.
Only now.
No, he's been going in and out.
Oh.
My cousin Shelly says professional Tentacle. Oh, Senator Regine Lee, I'll go next. We love you, Guam.